Make sure you guys get your 5 stocks from Moo. Link down below. All you have to do is deposit at least $100, and you could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. It's free money, guys. Link down below. Get your money. And with that being said, let's talk about the markets. We're going to break down some charts, and we're going to break down some stocks, 3 in particular. So hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And now let's get into it. So it's currently almost 1:40 p.m. on the East Coast, and the markets have come back a lot throughout the day today. If you guys remember, we were down about 2-3% across the main indexes this morning, and right now we've recovered a lot. Like I said, the Nasdaq's actually green. We're up 0.3% on the Nasdaq. The Russell's down only 0.2%. We have the S&P down 0.9%. And the funny thing is, believe it or not, guys, the Dow is down the most. Typically, the Dow is not down the most, but today it is down 1.9%. We have the VIX up 7%, and we have gold's up 0.7%, with silver up about 0.25%. And like I said, these markets have bounced back big time throughout the day. If you take a look here on the intraday chart, SPY was at $410 in the pre-market at about 8:20 a.m. on the East Coast, and it hit all the way to 419. We ran from 410 to 419, and that hit at about 11 a.m., so a couple of hours ago, and we're pretty much still right around 418, 419. So this thing tanked in the pre-market as we got news about Russia, Ukraine, the bombings, the attacks, all that stuff. This thing tanked, and then all of a sudden, now it's coming back up. We're seeing that relief rally. We are getting a bit of buying pressure. And if you're thinking to yourselves, oh, the markets are reversing, wrong. They're not reversing, not even close. All this is a short-term relief rally, dead cat bounce, bull trap, whatever you want to call it. That is what we're seeing right now. As you guys can clearly see, we're still under the moving averages on the 20-day chart. And it's the same thing with Triple Q, right? Triple Q was down about 3%. This one's even more volatile than SPY. I mean, look at this. Pre-market, Triple Q was at 317. Now it's at 331. So this thing went down over 3% pre-market, and now it's rallied over 4% from that pre-market low. From 317, now we're above 331. So talk about volatility. And now overall, Triple Q's up 0.6% on the day. So it's turning out to be a pretty awesome green day as of now for Triple Q, and that goes to show how freaking unpredictable these markets are. We saw the attacks in Ukraine. You would think that the markets would be cratering and they would be holding the red, but it's the opposite. They cratered, but they're not holding the red. We're clearly back in the green right now. So that again goes to show how unpredictable these markets are. And like SPY, Triple Q is also well within the downtrend. It is not breaking out. This is simply a dead cat bounce, relief rally, bull trap, whatever you want to call it, because we're under the moving averages, and it's just that. I mean, it's just a dead cat bounce. We're not showing any huge signs of a breakout. I mean, that's just the reality of the matter right now. So what do you guys think? Drop me a comment down below. Are you buying this rally? Do you think it's BS? I'm assuming a lot of you think it's BS and you're not buying the rally. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe. And now let's talk about some stocks here that are oversold. The charts look pretty good, and they just reported earnings. I think actually all of these just reported earnings, and their earnings are pretty solid. So we'll start off with number one, which is Live Nation. LYV is the ticker. This one's up 6% just today in the middle of all this craziness. It's up about almost $7 a share, trading at $120 a share right now. And what you guys are noticing is a clear-cut ascending triangle on this 4-hour chart. You all can see this thing's been making higher lows since July. We've been uptrending, higher lows, all that good stuff. But since the beginning of November, we've seen resistance at about $127. So we're uptrending into that 127 resistance. And you guys, if you know how an ascending triangle plays out, if this plays out and we break 127, this could easily go to 130, 135, 140. That is what could happen. We might see a leg up if the ascending triangle plays out. And I'm going to put my alert right now at about 100. Actually, let's do it at, I was going to say 127, but might as well do it at maybe 123. We'll see if we start gaining momentum towards 127, and if we clear above 127 into the 130s, that's where we really could start gaining some momentum. So for the previous quarter, Live Nation, I think they just reported yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. They did negative 55 cents EPS, so they lost about 55 cents per share for Q4, and they did about $2.7 billion in revenue for Q4. And as you all know, the pandemic is winding down. People are out and about. They're going to more concerts. That doesn't seem like a concern. They're going to all these events. And for 2022, they already have 45 million tickets that have been sold, which that's a crazy amount of tickets. And I think that is one of the reasons why the stock is pushing up here. And we had about 35 million fans attend concerts in 2021. So that number is already ratcheting up in 2022, and it's probably going to get even better. And on top of that, we got JP Morgan increasing their price target from 117 to 130. That's got to be a reason why the stock's moving as well. So Live Nation looks good. It's a little bit more oversold than overbought. Let's see if it starts breaking out. We might be able to catch a move there. Papa John's Pizza, guys, PZZA is the ticker. This thing reported earnings, I believe, this morning, or was it yesterday? It was this morning, and the stock's down 3.5% right now, holding above $100 a share. And the crazy thing is, pre-market, it hit $80 a share, so it was down a lot more, and now it's rebounded on the back of earnings that were pretty solid, at least based on the couple of metrics that I have right here. They did Q4 revenue of $528.9 million versus the $469 million estimated, so they destroyed the Q4 revenue estimate. Adjusted EPS for Q4 was 75 cents versus 71 cents estimated, so nice double beat for Papa John's, and they reported Q4 North America same-store sales up 11.1%, international same-store sales up a measly 2.4%, but still they're up, which is solid. And they did not provide guidance for 2022 due to uncertainties around the pandemic, which could be a reason why the stock is falling. And if you look at this 3-year chart, this chart looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. And what it tells you is, number one, it's pulling back, obviously. And number two, it could also tell you that the valuation might have got a bit, it might have gotten ahead of itself. You guys can see here, Papa John's pretty much went in a straight line from $80 to $140 from March 21 to about November 21. So in 8 months, it ran up from 80 to 140. A pizza chain, guys, ran up 72%. So it's coming back down a bit, and I'm not saying a pizza chain like, oh, it's a crappy business. It's a solid business, but at the end of the day, did the fundamentals of the business warrant a 70% move? Probably not. Probably not. The valuation, I think it got a bit ahead of itself, and now we're seeing that pullback, which is very healthy. And I do expect buyers to step in, whether it's $80 on the low end, which I don't know if we're going to get back to 80, but let's just say 80 on the low end. That's right by the 180 SMA on this 3-year chart. And I think more likely than not, 90 to 95 is where we are going to start seeing some buying pressure, because look at this 4-hour chart. This thing is so oversold right now. It is insane. And another thing worth mentioning is, like I said, it's oversold, but it's also a falling knife. So be careful. I'm going to give it a couple of days, probably a week, 2-3 weeks before coming back to see what the chart looks like. We have to give it some time to play out, and that's how it works, guys. Not every single stock, once you see the chart, you got to rush in and buy it all up at once. That's not how it works. You have to be patient. You have to see where we consolidate, where buying pressure comes in, how volume's looking like over the next couple days, weeks. There's a lot of variables, and I'm going to be waiting for that exact reason with Papa John's. But overall, the chart looks pretty decent. Stock's down about 30%. It's in a bear market. Now might be the time to start considering it. And as always, you guys must always do your own research, due diligence. Don't do anything based on my opinion. You guys got to be able to do it on your own. So the last one for this video, and if you all stuck till the end, let me know in the comments. Make sure to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. We have Booking Holdings. They just reported earnings, I believe, yesterday. Let's see here. Yesterday, yep, they did EPS of $15.83 versus $13.52 estimated. So they crushed the EPS estimate, and they beat revenue. They did $3 billion of revenue versus $2.85 billion estimated. So nice double beat for Booking Holdings. I'm not sure about guidance on this one. I was looking before. I couldn't seem to find it, but we do see a lot of these analysts putting their ratings up. We have outperform rating from Credit Suisse, equal weight rating from Morgan Stanley with a price hike. So we're seeing overweight rating from JP Morgan. So this stock, it's pretty oversold. Today alone, it's down 10% on these earnings. And like I said with Papa John's, if we give it a couple of days, this thing finds support around 2,200, 2,300. This could easily be a bounce back play after they had a double beat, and a lot of these firms and analysts are still bullish. So Booking Holdings, I'm watching. Papa John's, I'm watching for sure, and Live Nation. And that's some thoughts. Those are some thoughts on the overall market. So if you all enjoyed this video, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and make sure to join my Patreon if you want all my real-time buys, sells, call-outs. If you guys want to see what I'm up to during this huge drawdown, Patreon is the best way to follow along with that. You get morning videos, more access to me throughout the day. All of that stuff's on Patreon, link down below. And you guys could also get some free money from Moomoo. All you have to do is deposit at least $100, and you could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. That's linked down below. Same with the Patreon. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there. Peace out, guys.